Hey friends, today I'm creating some Lilo and Stitch bottle cap embellishments using a collection I printed off on Etsy, and I will leave the collection information linked down in the description box below, as well as any of the items I used, like my bottle caps, tassels, things like that. So I have joined a stitch swap, and we have to create some embellishments. And I've created some bottle cap embellishments before, and they turned out so cute that I thought I would create some for this swap. So I already have two that I've created. I just have a tassel here on the side, a strip of paper from my scraps. This one I added a little bit of this like glitter washi. I've got a sentiment and the bottle cap here. And this one I did not decorate because I had the cute image of Lilo kissing Stitch there. And this one, I just used a scrap of the paper for the inside of the bottle cap, layered it up with some puffy stickers. And this one I left the glitter washi off to give that a try. So let's go ahead and make two together. So I'm going to be using a 1-inch circle punch to punch out my circles. So I already have a couple circles done. I already have one of them with the dot on them. So we'll be choosing from these. I also have some already paired with bottle caps as well. But I think I'm going to save those because they have the images. I've got two tassels. I've got sentiment. So what you want to do is take your 1-inch hole punch in any of your scraps of paper. So let's say we want to do one in this floral pattern, the like this flower, which I can never think of the name of it. Punch that out, and then you have the base for your bottle cap. I also have some tools. I've got my crocodile, some jump rings. I've got a bunch of puffy stickers, the little epoxy circles for the 1-inch punch, some foam tape, some trims. I'm mostly going to be using this gold yarn or thread, and then I have my hot glue gun on. So let's pick one of these that we already have punched out. I'm thinking maybe we'll pick another one with Lilo and Stitch, and then we'll decorate another one. So let's do that. So once you have your circle punched out, I like to use a pair of tweezers for this so I don't get too many fingerprints on this. And I just pick this up by the corner. This also helps me kind of lay this as center as I can get it. And then I put it on the table, and then I kind of push it down into the paper. I'm going to add some foam tape on the back of these because I like them to be popped up in my bottle cap. All right, so we have a pink and a yellow already. So let's do a blue and a silver. And I like to add a little bit of extra glue on here. And then pop that in the center of my bottle cap. All right, so now that those are ready, I'm going to take a strip of paper, and you can cut these to whatever size you want, but I'm going to cut mine at a 1/2 inch by 2 1/2. This one was cut 2 1/4 and this one was cut 2 1/2. So you can kind of see the difference. I like a little bit of a longer look to it. So we're going to cut it 2 1/2 by 1/2. And I'm just going to cut 2 out of the same paper. And if you wanted to layer this with another paper for a different look, you could take a solid paper and layer it with the solid paper, but I'm going to stick with just the one sheet. Next, I'm going to go ahead and punch my holes with my Crocodile at the edge so I can put a little eyelet. And I try to go as close to the edge as I can. And then let's grab 2 of these small eyelets for this. I'm not very good with using my left hand, but have to do what I have to do and make do here. So you just want to push that where it is flat on the back. All right, and we are done with the Crocodile. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my tassels on using some jump rings. And I'm going to try to grab silver ones. I have a hard time working with jump rings. All right, let's put your jump ring on and add a tassel. And we're going to repeat that on this next one. I like kind of working in stages on these. All right, there we go. So we are done with our tools here, our jump rings. Now we get to add our bottle caps down, and I do like to pop up my bottle caps. I'm going to decide how I want this leaf. So I think I want to be like that. I'm going to add a half of my pop dot. I cut it in half for this because my paper isn't very wide. And put that on. And then let's cut another one of these in half. And these are the best scissors for cutting these in half. These are these Westcott titanium non-stick scissors that work awesome for this. You can also take and put your foam tape directly down on to your paper if you want to do it that way, and then add a little glue on top either way. And let's put this one here. All right, those are really cute. So I already have my sentiments here. For this one, we are not going to add anything other than our sentiment. And I'm going to grab some more of this washi tape, and we're going to layer a little bit of that glitter tape there. And then let's add our sentiment, and this one is done. I like to add a little bit of texture behind my sentiment, so I'm just taking some of this gold thread and wrapping it around one of my fingers just a couple times around. And that gives me a pretty small circle of thread to work with. And I can't always get it off my finger very good. So let's try wrapping it a little looser. And you have this nice bit of thread to lay down on your sentiment here. So just a little bit sticks up from the top and the bottom. And then you can go in and trim away these extra pieces. And then I'm going to add a little adhesive and add this down, and we have another embellishment done. Super quick, super easy. Now we're going to decorate this one. I'm going to go ahead and add my sentiment down first. I'm going to repeat the same process with the gold thread. Trim off this little end here. And let's add this one down without any of the washi tape there. And these are the two that I had pulled. I end up using like this Rolls pinky gold one here. And now let's decorate this. So I have a drawer with a bunch of puffy stickers pulled out. Now, I did print my collection, so you could use a really small, you could print your ephemera really small, or if you have things like stickers that are super small, you could use those. Like, this one's super cute. Let's maybe use one of these stickers. Or, let's see. This one might be a little too big. No, that'll work. So I'm going to put the sticker down on a piece of paper and kind of cut it out the best that I can. Okay, so here's our little sticker backed on some cardstock, and I think we'll pop him up. I'm going to use this piece of foam tape. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And then we're going to pop up Stitch here. Let's see, do we want to add anything else? So I already did a pineapple. Let's see, I wish I had, I mean, the suitcase would be kind of funny because he looks like he's sightseeing. Actually, I think I'm just going to do Stitch on this one. Let's just do the Stitch kind of in the middle and start there. So let's just put Stitch right here in the middle. And I think that's all. I don't think I need to add anything else. Just making sure I don't see anything else to add. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Super simple. And we have 4 of these really cute embellishments done and ready for me to send out to my swap partner. So thanks so much, guys, for stopping by and crafting along with me. Make sure you check out the description box below where you can find the link to the collection that I purchased off of Etsy. It is a downloadable collection with paper and ephemera. And I will link the bottle caps, tassels, and things that I am using here in the video for you down in the description box as well. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.